y'all ever heard the phrase, you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time? How can a kind gesture lead to your murder? Could someone really be in the wrong place at the wrong time? Let's find out right now. Thursday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner, and y'all are ready to hear part 2 of this true crime case with yours truly, Anne-Marie. And as always, I want to know, how are y'all doing tonight? What is going on? Are y'all having a good summer? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Are y'all drinking y'all water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all going for some exercises? Remember, just a brisk walk every day, first thing in the morning, in my opinion, that's the best time for me. You're going to get those endorphins up. You're going to be happy. You're going to be healthy. You're going to have an amazing day knowing that you burned some calories first thing in the morning and you got those tickers up. And make sure you drink tons of water throughout the day. You always want to stay hydrated, looking fresh, looking beautiful as we all do. And today I'm going to start with part 2 of this video, and y'all going to know who it is, because just 30 years ago yesterday, 2 beautiful people were brutally murdered, and there is no justice for either one of the victims. And today we are going to be talking about the second victim, 25-year-old Ronald Goldman. Ronald Lyle Goldman was born July 2nd, 1968 in Chicago, Illinois. He was a beautiful, happy little boy. His parents loved him. His parents were Sharon and Fred Goldman. Ron also had a little sister named Kimberly that he loved and adored very much, and Kimberly loved and adored her big brother. But in 1974, Ron's parents were divorced. After a custody battle, Ron and Kimberly lived briefly with their mother, but ended up going to live with their father, who raised them. It was said that Ronald's mother, Sharon, wanted nothing to do with Ronald or Kimberly and kind of moved away and never really talked to them. That's what was said. And if that is true, that is very, very sad. And the reason, in my opinion, why I think that is true, because we never really see Ron's mother anywhere. We always see Fred Goldman and his sister Kimberly Goldman everywhere. But Ron embraced living with his father and actually loved living with his father and his little sister. Ron graduated from high school, and during the summer, he would volunteer at a cerebral palsy clinic. Y'all, how wonderful is that? That's the kind of guy Ronald Goldman was. He would volunteer for special needs children. And that hits my heart so much. I love that. I absolutely adore. When I heard that, tears came to my eyes, because that shows how much of a good person Ronald Goldman was. Ronald Goldman graduated from high school in 1986. He attended one semester at Illinois State University, where he was majoring in psychology. But the same year, his family relocated to Southern California. And Ronald followed his family. He loved his family. He wanted to be with his family. His father was remarried. He had step siblings, and he didn't want to stay in Illinois. So he left for California in 1986 along with his family. While living in LA, Ron took a few classes at Pierce College. He also loved surfing, volleyball, night clubbing, and being just a kid, an 18-year-old in Southern California. How exciting is that? He was embracing being a California boy. And he also was a tennis instructor, a waiter, a model. He even thought about acting. He was just living his best life. And to make ends meet, he was trying to do different things. He got his license for his EMT, but he never really pursued that career. He wanted to do other things. He loved hanging out in Brentwood, and that's where he met Nicole Simpson. He was living the bachelor life. And y'all, in 1992, there was a TV show called Studs. And y'all have got to watch it. I'm going to put the link in the comments below. Ron Goldman was on the show called Studs. It was kind of like a dating game. It was 3 women and 3 men. They have to answer the question. And then at the end, who would match up would win. It was so funny. And y'all, Ron was gorgeous. Woo! Took my breath away, gorgeous. A gorgeous stud. He had his hair slicked back. He had this smile, and he was macho. You could tell he was a manly man. Oh, he was stunning. He was beautiful. And of course, he and this girl named Jackie on the show, they matched, and they ended up dating for 2 years. And then 3 months before his death, Jackie ended their relationship between her and Ron. Just 6 weeks before Ronald Goldman's death, he met the beautiful, stunning 35-year-old Nicole Brown Simpson, and they clicked. They were good friends. They would meet up for coffee. They would meet up for lunch. Ron would even drive her Ferrari. They were very good friends, and they would just do friendly things together. Nothing was going on between them. Ron even said that he would use her car when he wouldn't have a car, because Nicole had 2 cars, and they shared the same friends. They would go out. They were fun. They were excited. They would go to the club. They would even show up at the clubs together. It was just a real friendly relationship. One of Ron's friends even said that when they met up for lunch, he was like, "Oh, whose car are you in? That's a nice Ferrari." He said, "Oh, that's my friend Nicole Brown Simpson's car." He said, "We're just friends. There's nothing going on." But in the back of my mind, I'm just saying this. When you got a beautiful, stunning 35-year-old blonde, and Nicole didn't look 35. Y'all, she was fit. She was gorgeous. She was a typical California girl. And then you have Ron, who's beautiful, stunning, tall, handsome, model type, tennis instructor. I mean, she would have been just as happy to have a relationship with him. But according to several of their friends and family and witnesses, nothing was ever going on between them. But in my opinion, I think something could have happened in the future if they both would have lived. But these two were the typical California couple, and they just love to do things together, especially going out on the town and just having fun and living the California life. And Ronald Goldman was so sweet and loving, but he didn't want to just be a waiter in Brentwood, California. It was said that his rent was around $700 a month. He wanted to do bigger and better things. What did Ron wanted to do? He wanted to open up a restaurant. He was slowly starting to figure out how to open up a restaurant, even talked about the art that he wanted on the walls. And the name of the restaurant was going to be this certain symbol that Ron had on his shoulder, this Egyptian symbol, something about life. He wanted to make this restaurant a very happening place in the Brentwood area because he truly loved being in Brentwood and wanted to make this bar his livelihood in Brentwood. He was slowly starting to say to himself, this is where I want the restaurant. This is what menu I want in the restaurant. And after Ron passed away, when his father and his sister went to his apartment, they saw that he had the layout of the restaurant, what he wanted inside of the restaurant, the name of the restaurant. But that never happened because he was brutally murdered along with Nicole Simpson on June 12, 1994. Ronald was working at Mezzaluna Restaurant, and that night, Nicole Brown Simpson and her family were celebrating Nicole's daughter Sydney's dance recital. They were having a great time. They were with family and friends and just embracing the beautiful summer night in Southern California. That night, Nicole's mother left her reading glasses at the restaurant. Nicole called the restaurant and Ron said, "No problem. I'll bring the glasses on my way home. I'll bring them to you tonight." Ronald Goldman clocked out of his waiter shift at 9:33. He hung out for about 15 minutes after he clocked out, drinking a bottle of water, even had plans with the other bartender to go out that evening. Ron left. He stopped at his Brentwood apartment, I guess to change, shower, get out of his waiter clothes. He walked 10 minutes up the road to Nicole Brown Simpson's condo to drop off the reading glasses. And a witness said they heard a man scream, "Hey, hey, hey." Witnesses believe that Ron maybe have interrupted the violent attack, and that Nicole was the intended target and Ron just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time that night. Ron may tried to intervene to help Nicole, but whoever the attacker was decided to silence Ron and murder Ron along with Nicole. Police believe, along with Ron's family, that Ron was absolutely trying to help Nicole. And because of his kind gesture, just by dropping off reading glasses and trying to help Nicole, if that was the case, he was brutally murdered by trying to help his friend just by a kind gesture. And that's the sad part, y'all. That is the sad part, that Ronald Goldman may have been in the wrong place at the wrong time that night and was brutally murdered for no reason along with Nicole Brown Simpson. Ronald was just a couple of weeks shy of his 26th birthday when he was brutally murdered. And like I said in the video yesterday, these two victims have absolutely no justice. As we all know, O.J. Simpson was put on trial for the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, but he was found not guilty. But he was found liable for the murders in 1997 in the civil trial. Kimberly Goldman and Fred Goldman, Ronald's father and sister, have been huge in the media trying to get this case across. And they both believe that O.J. Simpson murdered their son and their brother. But as we all know, even after 30 years, whoever murdered Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman is still out there. Or could they not be? My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. My final thought is Ronald Goldman's life was cut way too short at the tender age of 25. And this wasn't just an accident. This was someone that brutally took over Ronald Goldman's life. And another thing that breaks my heart, that Ronald Goldman was kind of just the other victim in this case. It was so known for being the murder of O.J. Simpson's wife that everyone neglected that another person was murdered. Another person was brutally stabbed and left there like a piece of garbage, y'all. Like trash, slumped over by trying to maybe protect Nicole. And this is the sad part. Ronald Goldman's name was left out of the media until people started coming forward, especially his sister, saying he has a name. His name is Ronald Goldman. Stop calling him the other victim. There are two victims in this case, and Ronald Goldman deserves the justice just like Nicole Brown Simpson. He deserves to get his name out there because he was a victim just like Nicole was. And to pass away at such a tender age of 25 breaks my heart. And this case is worldwide. It's known. And 30 years ago today, people are still talking about it. I have two little girls, and both of my two little girls who weren't even born at the time of this murder. I mean, I was only 10 years old when this happened, but I can remember it like it was yesterday. They know about this murder. My kids know about this murder. Everyone knows about this because it was a huge case. And as we all know, this past April of 2024, O.J. Simpson passed away. Now, could O.J. Simpson have murdered Ron and Nicole? Yes, absolutely. But did he? We don't know. We don't know. Whoever committed this murder is still walking on the streets, or if it is O.J., he has passed away. But whoever committed this murder never, ever was punished for this murder. These two people were brutally murdered and no one paid for it. And that's what makes me so upset. That's what just frosts my cookies and gets me so angry, that no one after 30 years is paying for this murder. And Fred Goldman he still mourns the loss of his son every single day. And Kimberly Goldman, the sister, still mourns her brother every single day. But they remember the good memories of Ron, and they love Ron, and they cherish everything that he did for this world while he was here. Y'all, to volunteer at a special needs clinic in the summer, how many teenagers do that? How many teenagers do? Not many. Not many do that. He had a huge heart, a big heart, and he loved helping people. And that's what I love most about Ron when I was reading about Ron and the things that he did. He was a very special, kind, genuine human being. And to know that he just wanted to open up a bar and he wanted to live his life in Brentwood. He embraced living in Southern California and wanted to make people happy and just do the things that he wanted to do best. And that is to own a bar, to serve people, to have laughs, and to make a name for himself. I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification button so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always remember to stay safe. Always, always, always be aware of your surroundings, because you never know who is watching you. And you never know what's around you. And as always, I'm always here for y'all. Y'all can always message me with requests. And y'all can always tell me how y'all feel about this video in the comments down below. Let's all remember Ronald Goldman, who passed away 30 years ago on June 12, 1994. I hope he's resting in peace. I hope that his family remembers the good memories about him. And I hope that he is just embracing the person he was in the 25 short years that he was here on this earth. Thank y'all again for all the love and support. I love all of y'all, and I couldn't do this without y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing night. I love you. Bye.